This is how it all started when I started playing baseball. I started when I was little, about 7 years old, and then I went on to playing travel ball with the Chesterton Legacy, which was pretty much all my rec ball friends. Then we went on to playing. I left that team because it wasn't a team for me. We weren't that good. So I went and played with the Indiana Breakers, where I played 2 seasons, and I won a championship with a broken wrist, or shattered hand. I'm sorry, shattered hand, and I pitched the tournament, and it was agonizing pain, but I still got us the win. And when it came to high school ball, I played freshman year, and then I was healthy the whole season, and then I played my sophomore year, and that's when I broke my wrist. And when I broke my wrist, I couldn't come back, couldn't play, couldn't do anything, which happeningly enough, my team ended up winning the championship game, which you'll see the picture of that at the end of the slides. Junior year, COVID hit, so I couldn't play. Senior year, I ended up graduating midterm, and the school wouldn't let me play, so I didn't get to play. I played summer travel, which my team got 4th in the World Series there, which it was a fun season, a lot of good friends, a lot of good teammates. I will be studying law enforcement, and I plan on doing conservational law while I'm at Vincennes. At VU, I'll be getting the degree in law enforcement and conservational law. That's not what my first choices were. My first choice was Homeland Security and Public Safety, and Homeland Security and Public Safety, which I was planning on joining the FBI and everything else, because it's always been my dream to be an FBI agent and play professional baseball, which is a little childish to say play professional baseball. I've always gotten told it was, but it was always my favorite sport, my dream, and I'm fighting to get my dreams to come true. Like, coming to college was a dream of mine. Senior year, a lot of stuff went down with depression and everything in my family, and I had no expectations of coming here. I expected to be at home still, working in Chesterton, just doing what I could. The FBI does have multiple agencies in Northwest Indiana, which is where I'm actually from. I went to Valparaiso. I was born in Valparaiso, where a couple years later, they ended up tearing down the hospital. I moved to Chesterton when I was in I was in first grade when I was in first grade when I went to when I went to Liberty Elementary School, which was one of Chesterton's elementary schools. I went to Chesterton from first grade to senior year. I personally didn't want to graduate from there. I wanted to graduate from Valpo, because that's where I first came up and started school at, and I didn't want to graduate in maroon and gold. Just didn't like the school or anything. And my brother ended up moving to Arizona my senior year after I graduated, because he had a whole bunch of problems wrong and needed to get away from the area. But he was super proud to hear that I made the baseball team here, and that I was going to start playing disc golf, which is what you can see here. I started playing, the other sport that I love to play is disc golf. I started playing about 3 years ago with my uncle, which you can see in that far picture behind me. He's been playing for at least 10 years now. My favorite person to play with, always shows me and always helps me figure it out. But recently he ended up getting cancer, which is super sad, because he's my best friend. He's shown me love and helped me through everything. But I ended up getting to play in that with him. It was actually a tournament. But ever since he stopped playing, I have been playing alone, and I've dedicated all my throws and everything to him. So since he's gotten cancer, I've gotten 2 hole-in-ones, and I've won 1 tournament. I'm in a league in our hometown, and it's called the Dillon Disc Golf Club. There's about 150 people in the league, and I am ranked 81 at the moment, but with how my injury is right now, I haven't been able to go play anywhere around here. In conclusion, without baseball and family and the support I have, I would not be here right now, and I would not be talking to you right now. I would be at home working and everything else. So I'm just here to make my family proud and complete my goals and to prove that I belong in the law enforcement and I belong on a baseball team and deserve to graduate from Vincent's University in the next 2 years. And I appreciate you for listening. Thank you very much.